Jason Takes Manhattan, aka that one Friday the 13th movie where Jason Voorhees goes to New York, except it was actually filmed in the streets of Vancouver because they couldn't afford to go to New York. Yep, that's true, by the way. They could not afford to actually film in New York, so they ended up filming in Canada. Which, you know, is fine, but, like, if you're gonna market the movie as Jason Takes Manhattan, why not just tell the truth and say Jason Takes Vancouver? Maybe that wouldn't make as much money. But yeah, this movie is very weird. For one, it literally just has Jason Voorhees teleporting all over the place. And you can't tell me otherwise because it literally happens in the movie. For another, it is just utter garbage and it makes hardly any sense at some points in the movie. And, yeah, let's get into it. So the film starts with two people randomly having sex on a boat, and he then tells the story of Jason Voorhees, and yeah, that's fun. He then just keeps telling the story of Jason Voorhees while the boat knocks over some electrical wiring under the water, and that somehow brings Jason Voorhees back to life. So he climbs onto the boat and he takes a hockey mask before he kills the guy by stabbing him with a spear gun. Why not just shoot him with the spear gun? I don't know. But yeah, meanwhile, the girl runs for it and hides, but Jason then finds her and he stabs her in the chest. By the way, this is probably the fakest looking chest I've ever seen. Like, the fake nipples on it are horribly done. But yeah, anyway. We then meet our protagonist, Rennie, who is on a graduation cruise with her classmates and her Uncle Charles, who is a teacher. But he doesn't want her going on the trip because she's afraid of water. Why are you going on a boat for your trip if you're afraid of water? I don't know. Quite stupid. Especially since it's literally a boat with a murderer on it now. But, you know, who cares? I'm stupid. But yeah, Jason then climbs aboard the boat and he kills someone who was rocking out to a bunch of music. So that would probably be me and I'd be dead in this point in the movie, but that's sad. Anyway, we then see a blonde girl and a brown-haired girl down in the... I can't remember their names, I'm sorry. I was not paying attention at this point. I was already bored out of my mind. But yeah, we then see some girls and they're just under the... like in the bottom of the boat and they're doing some coke. That's fun. Jason then kills a random girl. Anyway, we then see the blonde girl in the movie with the professor. And she is blackmailing him with the tape. We then get a scene where Kid Jason, who is not played by Ari Lehman, by the way, if you want to see my interview with Ari Lehman, click just up here. He breaks through a mirror and a shower. And he then, we get to see regular Jason. And he is just murdering the blonde girl, which, you know, is good. She was very annoying. Jason then goes to the front of the ship and he kills an engineer with a harpoon. Before he kills the captain by slitting his throat. One of the guys then finds the bodies and begins freaking out, and he gets them all together. Like, everyone on the ship, he gets them together. And meanwhile, Jason's strangling one of the girls to death and definitely does not teleport around the room. Meanwhile, some of the guys are looking for Jason, and they accidentally shoot a random crew member. So, great job there. Just committed manslaughter, mate. Anyway, Rennie then hallucinates Kid Jason again, and it's just more confusing. This guy then climbs up the mast of the boat, and Jason is suddenly on the top of the mast, and he just pushes him overboard. You know, I don't think he died, though, because he does come back later in the movie, but I just ignore it. I'm just going to say he died, because I don't remember anything in this movie. It's so bad. Rennie then hallucinates Kid Jason again, and for some reason, someone gets an axe through her face after that scene. And now they're in New York for some reason. And the remaining characters get off the ship and begin running for their life. And Jason then begins to follow them. And Rennie gets kidnapped by a bunch of junkies. And Jason then shows up and stabs the junkies with a needle. Which, you know, haha, poetic justice or something, I don't know. And Rennie then runs away. And the guy who was earlier thrown off the boat has this awesome fight with Jason, which ends with Jason punching his head once and straight up decapitating him. That was the best part of this movie. That's the bit that I remember the most. But yeah, the remaining protagonists then find a cop and they try to get some help. But Jason then appears and kills the cop, and then the car explodes and they kill all the unnecessary characters off, and they then end up in a sewer. And this is the final bit of the movie, which is the dumbest bit of the movie, where Jason is suddenly just bombarded with a lot of toxic waste. Like, he just comes shooting out of it and just lands on him. Which is like, I didn't know that they had toxic waste in the New York sewer system. And he's then reverted back to a kid for some reason, and yeah, that's where the movie ends. Such a fun movie, you know? Look at the excitement on me. But yeah, anyway, Friday the 13th Part 7, or 8, or whatever it is, Jason Takes Manhattan, is a dumb entry in the franchise. It aims to rejuvenate the series with a novel setting of Vancouver. However, despite its promising premise, the film struggles so much to entertain me. The film is mostly set on this boat, which is like, why not just say Jason on a boat rather than Jason Takes Manhattan? It's Jason takes over a boat and then kills all the people in the boat, and it ends in Vancouver with about 3 shots that were filmed in New York. Fun time. Anyway, yeah, this film is just really bad. Like, the alleyways and the docks of the movie are just all filmed in Vancouver. None of it looks like New York. And rather than the heart of New York, like it's said in the title, it's all just like alleyways and streets, which is like, if you're gonna market it as like New York, why not film it in like, you know, Manhattan, which is in the title, you know? Times Square, maybe film some there, you know? They did get one shot there. A singular shot. Anyway, the acting in the movie is alright. The film's highlight is definitely from Rennie's actress. They brings a bit of depth to the character, but besides from that, what can I say? It's a girl who's scared of a boat. She's scared of water. Like, I'm not to dog on anyone who is, because like, I get horrible motion sickness when I'm on a boat, but like, why are you going on a boat if you're scared of water? It's so stupid. Like, you could have literally just escaped this entire situation if you didn't go on the boat. You know? Let your fears control you for this one, love. Don't go on the boat. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the acting, because the kills are the next good thing of the movie. Some of them are pretty cool, you know. One where the guy gets punched in the head, then he gets decapitated. That was cool. But besides from that, as I said, the film suffers from horrific pacing issues. It's really drawn out, especially the bit on the boat that lasts most of the movie. It's over an hour before they even get to New York, and the bit in New York is like 35 minutes long. Ultimately, this is a very mixed bag. It offers a fresh setting, aka streets, and the film's ambition to take Jason out of Crystal Lake and to New York is dumb, because it doesn't work. They're just on a boat. I know that, like, budget issues and all of that would have been the main issue for this, but surely you could have written a movie where he was just in a different town? Maybe just have him be in a town, like, you know, the town near Crystal Lake. Why does it have to be New York, of all places, where you don't even film there, and you get, like, 3 shots in total that was actually filmed there? Most of the film's just on a boat. Well, you know, I'm renaming this movie. From now on, I'm going to be referring to this as Jason on a Boat. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. What do you guys think about this movie? Let me know in the comments below if you have seen the movie. If you haven't seen the movie, I don't really recommend it. It's pretty bad. But yeah, if you are going to watch the movie, good luck. If you want to see some more of my reviews, so click just up here to see some more of my reviews. Until next time, subscribe to the channel and like the video. Bye-bye. I'm going to go to sleep.